is our final interview, not the final opportunity. You can keep on giving after we're done today, but we are getting very close to reaching the goal. And boy, I don't even know how he's done it, because they just took him out of county. I mean, this guy, that's why I love to live in Walker County. They just let folks out, and they ought to be in there. But they said this guy, he's caused too much trouble in county, so we just got to get him out of here, get him out for a minute, kind of let him settle down. It's like it's kind of like when
they finally got me where they want me.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're young, you get a haircut and you're all hyper. That's Frank. So welcome in, buddy. How you doing, man?
Doing good,
Frank
Rob.
Rob's here. Prestige, brother, right here, sitting next to us. So, man, I appreciate you being here, Frank. I know we cut up and have a good time, but I like the get up, man. How'd you pull that off?
Well, I wanted to play the part, so I touched base with the sheriff's department and told them I wanted to make sure I played the role well and looked like I was in jail, and hopefully that generated a lot of bail.
Well, you and Carrie took this to the next level. Carrie came in a cop car. She was handcuffed. You came in the appropriate attire, and you're ready to roll. Although they did allow you to keep your glasses in your necklace. So.
They did,
yeah.
And but yeah, we want to get as much attention to the cause as we can, and hopefully this helped with it a little bit.
Well, Frank, man, I've known you for many years. You became a friend. You've taught me a lot, and one thing that you've taught me is just be supportive of your community. Give back where you can. Businesses don't succeed unless they find ways to give back, and you've done an incredible job with your business ventures over the years, and you attribute a lot of that success obviously to giving back and being a part of the community. Maybe talk a little bit about how important it is today to support an organization like SAAFE House and why you're here.
Well, SAAFE House is close to my heart, helping the women and the children especially that are stuck in situations in a home and having difficulty getting out of it. It's just not good for anybody. So anything we can do to help them move to the next part of their life that's going to be a better part and in a safer space is a good thing.
Well, one of the things you're supposed to people are supposed to pay to get you out. They've been paying to keep you in.
Well, that's true there, Rob. That's true. I think I've had more support on the keeping me in. Probably a few of them have called the sheriff and said, "Can y'all just lock him up for a while, and I'll be glad to contribute." So,
yeah.
But I'm all right with it. I'll do what we need to do.
Well, look, I didn't want to call it anybody singly, but we're going to call. Can we give Frank a round of applause? Over $3,000 today. So to keep him in, to keep you in, brother.
Well, that's the friends of Frank right there, and I'm proud to have them. I've got some of the best friends you could have in Walker County, and they show up when they need to, and I try to do the same for them. But it's just a great community here.
Frank, you've been here, been doing business around this area for many years. Just I know you've answered. You've talked about how great the community is, but just Huntsville for you specifically here in Huntsville, Walker County. Maybe some of the things that's really made a big impact on you and your life.
Well, obviously, with my grandfather being born and raised in Walker County, I've got a plenty big dose of it my whole life. And as a kid growing up here, back in the 70s and 80s, we wanted to get out of town. Huntsville didn't offer a lot then, but it's the best decision I ever made in my life was coming back here, and I'm glad to be here and plan on spending the rest of my days. It's a phenomenal community with some phenomenal people in it.
Frank's taught me a lot too, and I know you don't mind me saying this, but when I had my first child, it was a little girl, and Frank told me, he said, "Get ready." And brother, you were exactly right, and you have made a big impact on me, and I wanted to thank you for that. You don't know the impact that you've made on me as a dad, as a father to my daughter. I've seen the way that you interact with your girl, and I was going to say little girl, she's growing up now, but man, that has inspired me. That I always said, I want my daughter to be a daddy's girl, and guess what? She is, and you have inspired me. So thank you for that, man.
Anything I can do that helped on that, there's no doubt about it. Having a daughter, if you weren't a man before, you'll learn to be one. So they're different to raise, and we raise them different. We do sons. Son, you raise to be independent and be on his own, and those little girls are close to us. So I'm thankful to have mine and have the life I have with her. And I was so proud when you told me you're going to have a daughter, because I'm like, we had talked about it, and I want you to experience that same thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I appreciate it. You and I were very blessed and very humble, and thankful for our children. But the reality is there's children right now growing up in situations that don't have that they're having to face the unfortunate circumstances of living in a home that has domestic abuse. And that's what SAAFE House is all about, is providing resources and an opportunity for those that are in those situations to say there is light at the end of the tunnel. We can get out of this, and SAAFE House is opening the door. That's one of many reasons why it's so important to give today.
It is, and everybody get into your hearts and open up your pocketbooks. SAAFE House does a phenomenal job of getting these primarily women and their children out of abusive households, and not only getting them out of there and the immediate threat, but helping them transition back into a life. And that's key. And anything that any of us can do to help, hey, you're making your community better, and you're doing God's work doing it.
Yeah, that's right. Frank, you going to have a sign and go hang out at the corner here in a little bit and see what happens?
Well, we might do it. It depends where my deputy lets me go. So,
hey, he's keeping an eye on you too, man. This isn't a joke. I mean, he is looking at you like a hawk, saying, "I got my eye on you."
Well,
buddy.
he did agree to take the handcuffs off for a little bit, so I was thankful for that part. But yeah, he's keeping a close eye on me, no doubt about it. Sheriff sent him down here to make sure thing went smooth.
I was nervous, when you came over here. I was like, man, who is that? I don't want this guy near me, but I've learned to respect those that are that are in tough situations. So, well, hey, this is the final.
I need a bunch, Tracy Williams. I need a bunch, brother.
Yeah. This is the final opportunity, at least on our interviews, to remind you today to give. It has been a tremendous event. We've enjoyed being out here. Big thank you to Vance Howard and Tiffany Gobble, Troy, the whole staff here at Cafe Texan for allowing us to be here in this space, to be in the community. This is a community. You know what I think of this is almost like Huntsville's kitchen. You come in here, you sit down. This is Huntsville's kitchen table here at the Cafe Texan, and it's a great place. And Vance and those folks, they give back so much too, Frank.
They do. And on that note with Cafe Texan, I grew up as a kid coming in there eating with my grandfather, and as a lot of people have said, this is a different Cafe Texan, but you know what? It's a great Cafe Texan that we have. Vance wanted to carry on and embody that memory of the old Cafe Texan that he grew up in and I grew up in, and but he took it to the next level, and I'm super proud of him for that.
And one thing that's exciting is it's revitalized this downtown square. We are seeing so many new businesses popping up, and that's important because the more businesses that come into this community and grow and succeed here in Huntsville, the more opportunities for organizations like the Safe House to benefit, for folks to give back and to be a part.
You're 100% right, Rob. And the more aware people are, I think, of in our community of the things that are going on and the things they can help with, I think that's, we'll get more and more support. And look at us, we're cranking up towards that goal. So, everybody reach deep right now. Help what I call the friends of Frank. Y'all jump in, and a lot of you have given already. Keep on giving. Let's make this a successful event here.
Well, Frank had a good friend over at First National Bank of Huntsville, and they said, you know what, we're going to toss $500 your way, brother.
First National Bank, the Gibbs family are great, been great in this community for a long time, so awesome, and thank you, First National Bank, and all of you there.
Well, that donation has now taken us over the $10,000 mark, $10,445.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. And I see Tracy Williams just rolled in, so
that's
we're fixing to move it on up a little more.
That's right. So remember, friends, the goal, 14,000. We are very close. Over 100 people supporting these initiatives today. All of you have made a difference. No amount is too small. No amount is too large. So get up.
Maybe we should look and see what has the Friends of Frank done to this point.
They've done a lot. Your friend, see, Frank wants to get it.
I do want to get a little bit in
Hold on. Let's hit a little refresh here, Frank. $3,530.
Oh, yeah. I thank you to everybody. Thank you.
There he is. All right. Well, hey, he's got to get back to county. He's got some time to serve.
Yes, sir, I do. I got to get back on, get my cuffs back on. Rob, it's been great. And
17.5 was the latest update. Is that? Yeah. Wow. Man, that is great.
Wow.
So
it is jumping up. We love it. Love it.
Awesome.
Just keep giving, Walker County, and all of us. Thank you. Safe House, thanks you. And you're helping people that you just don't know.
That's it. Hey, thank you, bro. I've never interviewed you before. Out of all the years I've known you, and I got a chance to interview you, man. I feel like $1 million right now. If you won't give me $1 million, I'll give it back to Safe House. So we'll donate it right back to Safe House if anybody wants to drop $1 million. You too, brother. Well, thank y'all for being here today and for being a part of this really, really important event. Again, it doesn't stop here. The work continues. And just because we have these great events and folks give and there's excitement around giving, my challenge is for you to be excited about giving every opportunity you can. Don't wait for these events to be that catalyst that needs for you to make a difference. You can do it today. You can do it tomorrow. You can do it throughout the year. Go and give, and let's continue to support our friends at Safe House. Thank you to Tracy, to Melissa, also to Tiffany, and everyone who's part of Safe House. Bill Doggett, many of the board members were here as well. Sue, who's president, doing incredible work. Go by and support them. And I end every broadcast this way, and I want people to hear this, Frank, that we truly are not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide that word of encouragement, lend a hand of support, lend it to Safe House, and let's all make a difference. that'll wrap it up. Hey, have a wonderful and blessed weekend. We love you, Huntsville, and we will continue to promote the good that SAAFE House is doing to make a difference here in our community. So long, everyone.